How's it going, lads and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Danganronpa THH. Now we've got to go back and check the murder scene. That's the next step, and then we are going to talk to everyone, and then we'll be doing the class trial, I guess. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. You sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she say?
Well, it would
She
seem...
refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, let's check out the murder scene. See if we can glean anything new. Londo? Okay, we did that. Nothing new? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress in your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking,
However-
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. So beside the investigation, what is it?
Well,
Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But
so then...
before I go, let me give you a piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. I want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it, I'll be praying for your success. Yeah, because if I'm wrong, you'll die. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Yep. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope is a plug. The extension cable. Wait, so this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about them either. But seeing them again, after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Maybe Byakuya did it then. That's the extension cable he found in the library. Well, the one thing that's most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit to look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Anything new, Sakura?
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak, her body and her soul.
No forgiveness.
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast would to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Me neither, man. Don't worry, we'll get revenge. There's still no more I need to check here. Okay. The body again? Chihiro's hands. Okay, we did this. Alright, what did we miss then? There's a bloodstain on the carpet. Bloodlust. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. That's actually a bloody good point. Oh, we can go now. So that was it. Yeah, why would the girls' locker room have a swimsuit model on the wall? You meant to check in the boys' locker room too, so... Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado, which belongs in a girls' locker room. Doesn't seem to quite fit the boys' locker room. So wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Yeah, the posters have been switched, but if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about locker rooms. Are we? Maybe? Alright, let's head back to the library anyway. There's more to find here. In this room. Is there just? Like what? Oh, the carpet. Look at that stain. It's a shit stain on the carpet. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? It's poo. The dog came through here with an itchy bum. Obviously. Come on. Don't have to be a scientist to figure that out. There's more to discover in this room. Are you serious? Not you again. Okay, so it's not you. There's so much crap here. Is that a real gun? Why is something like that here? It's dangerous and has nothing to do with the case. Okay. So check these. The boys' locker room card reader, but the door's unlocked now, so it's kind of pointless. Same again. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. There doesn't seem any clues left. Can I go now? Nope. This thing? I don't think this flotation donut holds any clues to the case. Neither do I, my man. Oh, maybe it means we need to go into the pool area. Let's head up the pool area. This door leads out to the pool. I know. That's where I wanted to go. Spent a lot of time exercising a girl's locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it almost every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters on the boy and girl's locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet of the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. Stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier, the stain has disappeared. I could only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. It's in the other room.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess we're done here. We got some shit to check out in the library here. Power cable for a starter. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Yes, whatever. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But anyone who would do something like that... I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Indeed. Byakuya has taken it. Because he's an asshole. And possibly a serial killer. Or at least the copycat killer. There's more I have to check here. Interesting. In this room, you say? There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe it's some kind of clue there. I guess not. We'll figure it out. The shelf is packed tight with books. Oh my god, we're just getting coins out the ears. The lamp. The lamp won't turn on. I see it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. Because the extension cable's missing. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. Like the one that she was hung with. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Good. We're getting there. Now what? Oh wait, we needed to find, I don't remember who we needed to find. We needed to find somebody. Oh, down by the warehouse. Whoever the hell that was. Let's just head down to the warehouse. I forgot who it was. Oh, it's Celeste. Hello.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we shouldn't have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. It's not your fault, you big loopy bastard. warehouse is over here. So Celeste is in here? Yep. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing, eh? It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well,
Thanks.
I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assume she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently she went to the girls' locker room late last night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or the duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. The trash room. Alright, thanks Celeste. Alright, I don't know what else is left to do except find everybody and talk to them. Hey, Aoi. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I bet it wasn't. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. She didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with her, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
It's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? She's a boy. I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it weird to be shy around your own sex but totally fine with the opposite sex? Chihiro was a boy. Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Chihiro's a boy. Chihiro's a boy, and Byakuya killed her, and then swapped the boy-girl thing because everyone assumed that Chihiro was a girl. That's why she didn't hang out with the girls though, because she was a boy.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Do we have to?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please
gym?
go through the red
the red door,
door
that's
on
right.
the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. I actually had a feeling early on that Chihiro might have been a boy. Because I can't remember what, but they didn't want to do something. So is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, like you said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
let's go.
Should we go? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. I get the feeling that it was Byakuya. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right there. That's enough, let's go. Let's do this. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. I may have to cut this into a couple of episodes, because last time it was so long. The steel box sank with a heavy clunking sound, deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with your stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're rip rare indigo. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. I mean, it still could have been Toko, and she used Leon's reader to get in. Or something, I don't know. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Let's do this. Save. Before I fail, inevitably. Oh, I can set skills. I got lots of new skills now. Lost in thought. Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during class trials. Downshift. Reduce your aim speed. Effective during non-stop debate. And why would I want to reduce my aim speed? Surely I'd want to increase my aim speed, wouldn't I? No? I have no idea why I would... That's a debuff, isn't it? I feel like that's a debuff. I don't want it, anyway. Let's see if we can figure out a way to cut this up.
With a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Dumbbells. You have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. It was the dumbbell. Locker room dumbbell, here we go. Let's do this.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
You're on the money there.
The Monokuma file. The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
It was not.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
Gotta figure it out. Jesus.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Okay.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is...
Okay.
The fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Oh god. Go on then. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, I don't have it on gentle, so... I have it on kind, I believe. Genocide Jack case file. Alright, here we go.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack...
God damn it!
I don't know who that is!
Alright, let's do that again. Sorry, I hadn't quite figured out exactly what to do with that.
Jack. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we gained
Case
seconds
closed,
back on that.
as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Back.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
Alright, good. We figured out the new thing.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Indeed.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
But I like why. Why is my favorite?
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics
My
of
light's a
every
bit
Genocide Jack
bright
case
on
in
this side.
exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two
Sorry.
defining characteristics
Breaking character.
in every Genocide Jack case.
My light was funny.
The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Booblust.
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 It's actually bloodlust.
Well, damn.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Yes. The positioning of the body. How the victim was
I got
positioned.
it. Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
And you, Byakuya.
There's only one
You would have known
logical
about it.
answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
That is what he's saying.
In fact, it's Toko.
Clearly.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like
Hold on.
bloodphobia or whatever, remember?
Yeah, one of her
What kind
personalities
serial
does.
killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Why are you even here, hero? Just go have a lie down. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Right. Alright, Hangman's Gambit. Okay, here we go, here we go. S. C. Schizo?
Now I understand.
It's not a very nice way of saying it, but sure.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, I'm fine. What, was that a dead body? Hey, you dead? You must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Shut up.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah, scared of letting Genocide Jack take over her body. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
It was to keep her from getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko? You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
You're
this
a dick,
is the
Byakuya.
real world.
But she's
not
also
some
an asshole,
romantic
so it's okay.
fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
You didn't keep your promise.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
but your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... You mean Genocide Jack?
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
I like her more now than I did before.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, I like her more.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
You can put your tongue away every now and then, though.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is... So she's got two special abilities. This is beyond insane. She's the ultimate
Miss
writer and the
Jack,
ultimate killing machine.
Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Wow, she's more qualified than the rest of us.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation.
You mean
What
you?
are your thoughts on that?
I think you should kill him for that. Kill the fat
Well, I
bastard.
tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then, it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And
Yeah, she doesn't look like she could organize a piss up in a
government and
brewery.
society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Buck wild. Let's get buck wild.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This
Well, this is going to be an open and
is
shut case. This is going to be nice and easy.
Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
She crazy.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But
What?
I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Maybe
all
so,
on
maybe
you.
so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you
If it's
really
not you, it's
expect
Byakuya.
any of us to believe you?
It's one of you two.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What'd she say it? I need to get some more details about all of this. Alright, here we go. Make your argument. Status of the dead body? Dead. That's the status. Dead. Very dead.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident,
We'll try this one.
the modus operandi
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Is this about the extension
I
code?
think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How is it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
We can't let her walk
I'm
around being
murder with
herself.
passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way
The
of
scissors
doing
thing?
things.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
I don't think they call it noodles at an Italian restaurant.
It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started
Not that I
using
frequent
ragu or
Italian
Chef
restaurants.
Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. Photos from the other Genocide Jack cases look at the neck and stomach.
I got it! For
The scissors.
The cause of death is different.
They're like bled.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
They look like they bled out.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Yes.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Dude, what is your obsession with Italian food, huh?
Please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Stabbed through their hands. What was used as a suspender? The extension
Do you
cord.
remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
I like
Listen
it.
up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
Go on.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Again, not a girl. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at all the names of every victim, you'll notice...
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada 32, Tetsuya Honda 17. Yeah, they're all boys, I get it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help
I'm
it.
starting to like
I'm
it.
just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-blood span madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much
Back to the
passion
Italian
and
food.
conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, Why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect! That does make some amount of sense.
Because that's what you always do?
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors!
But you just said, why would you make yourself the obvious target?
Use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my god.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can go anywhere, anytime! Why would I
Good
resort
to
to
know.
dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I started to like him too.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to
Jackie
be
is the only
real
other one who
killer,
knew.
not some copycat killer or whatever.
There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. But we're going to wrap this one up here because we're out of time for today. We got a timer countdown. That's why I paused it. And we will continue this in the next one because I'm not letting it turn into an hour-and-a-half episode once again. So, cliffhanger. But we all know how this is going to go. I'm thinking Byakuya. I am thinking Byakuya, obviously. We'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.